العلاقات اللوطية أو العلاقات بين رجل ورجل أو امرأة وامرأة.
That all of these things are outside of the design of human intimacy.
Say it again, Father.
Okay. That all of these things we've just listed,
Right.
they are outside of the design. They are against the design.
Okay. Very good. كل هالشيء هيدا معمول خارج التنظيم يلي أكيد ربنا عامله للإنسان. It's outside the design of God
for human intimacy. Exactly. And none of those things can make us happy.
ولا شيء بيقدر يعملنا سعيدين.
So the reason I explain this, brother, is because some people think the church has two standards.
أيام بيفكروا أشخاص إنه الكنيسة عندها فكرتين.
So one standard supposedly is for men and women with heterosexual desire.
فكرة للرجل وامرأة يلي بده يعيشوا كزوج وزوجة.
And then another standard for those who are attracted to the same sex.
وفكرة تانية لأشخاص يلي بده يعيشوا بذات ذات الجنس مع بعضهم.
But actually there's only one standard.
ولكن في فكرة واحدة.
And so this is how she says, this is what sexual intimacy is for, this is how you'll be happy, everything else is distortion and will only lead to sadness.
ها هي الوحيدة يلي بتقود للسعادة وغير شيء كله لتحطيم وللحزن مش للفرح.
Does that help?
Very good, Father. Yes, very good. And thank you for taking time with me for translating. It is very important. And it's amazing. I was thinking, Father, last time, I was thinking, like, if God created two men, how can I come to this world? If God, even science proved that, you know, we came from a mother and a father.
Yes, all the way back.
All the way back.
That's right.
If science proved that, if God created two men, we never can be here.
Yes.
كنت عم فكر هديك اليوم أنا قلت يا عمي إذا ربنا خلق آدم ومع رجل تاني إذا خلقهم رجلين والعلم بيثبت هالشيء إنه جينا من أم وبي إذا العلم بيثبت هالشيء يعني كيف لو خلق رجلين الله كيف ما نجي اليوم أنا ما كنت موجود يعني لو كان هالشيء مزبوط.
So now perhaps we can talk a little more specifically about homosexuality.
Okay, sure. Okay. Yes.
And I think very important that we begin with the vocabulary.
Okay.
Because the way the church approaches this question is with very great care and also precision of terms.
كتير مهم نحكي عن الموضوع بكلمات متقنة لأنه يمكن أكيد هالشيء بيجرح أشخاص والكنيسة بتهتم إنه ما تجرح حدا. The church doesn't want to hurt people with a certain expression. The church wants to reach out to each person.
That's right, because we are all children of God.
لأن كلنا أولاد الله.
So that's why we recommend that we not use the word homosexual or gay as a noun.
مشان هيك الكنيسة ما بتحب تستعمل كلمة homosexual أو لوطي أو homosexual or what?
Or gay.
Or gay.
As a noun.
Or lesbian, gay and
yes,
lesbian.
Yes, exactly.
Or noun.
As a noun.
As a noun. مثل اسم. مشان هيك ما لازم نستعمل homo أو PD مثلا بلبنان بيسموها أو يعني كأنه مثل كأنه لعنة أو مثل أو مهتة أو شيء بيجرح وأنا كنت عم بستعمله بالمقابلة. I was using it, me too, because this is the culture we brought up.
Well,
you know?
and what we think is better, more precise, and more just and charitable is to say a man or woman with same-sex attraction.
That's true. It sounds better. You know,
yes,
it sounds,
because we don't want to just say that someone is their sexual appetite.
Okay.
Okay.
And okay, sexual appetite.
Their sexual desire. We don't want to just say this is what defines you as a person.
Exactly.
Sexual desire.
Yes. الكنيسة بتفضل تقول إنه عندهم ذات الميول أو ذات الانجذاب الجنسي بذات الجنس أكثر من استعمال هذيك الكلمات لأنه ما بدها الكنيسة تقول إنه نحن نعمل ديفينيسيون لكل شخص إنه هو عنده رغبة أو رغبة الجنسية يعني منا حلوة هيك تقدم واحد شخص to present someone here, this is my friend or wherever, he's like this, you know, it's like a hello, you know, I'm a human person before I'm a...
Exactly. Now certainly our sexual desires are very much a part of us, but there are many other things that also define us.
That's
yes?
right. That's right. صحيح انه رغبة جنسية موجودة فينا بس ما فينا بس انه هي الوحيدة اللي كإنسان مصنوع كرماله.
So that way, with great care, does the church approach this question to say, you are a child of God.
مع كل انتباه الكنيسة بتقول أنت ولد ابن الله.
Who has the same-sex attraction.
يلي عندك رغبة لذات الجنس.
And of course, we also recognize that the desire itself may be something the person does not want, but has always felt, even back to when they were very young.
مع انه يمكن هالشخص هذا ما بده هالرغبة تكون فيه، بس مع انه هالشيء اختبره من صغرته هالرغبة لذات الجنس.
So we distinguish the desire from the action.
Very important. مشان هيك الكنيسة بتفرق بين الرغبة والعمل.
That's right. So the action is itself something that's chosen.
العمل بنفسه هو مختار انه نقدر نختاره.
But the desires may not be.
ولكن الرغبة مش ما بتكون.
So we preserve that important distinction as well.
May not be or must not be or may not be.
Well, typically, the person has felt for years as though they were this way.
Okay.
But they can develop those feelings or intensify them if they do start to say, I am this way, which is something that we would encourage them not to, for the same reason that we spoke of before, which is to say you are not your sexual appetite. You see? So, yes, typically we could say that the desire is not willed.
فينا نقول إنه الرغبة منه هو من مشيئتي جاية من إرادتي. الرغبة هي مش من إرادتي.
But then they are acted upon if there is activity, if there's action.
ولكن تصرفت من وراء التصرفات حوالي. It's very interesting, Father. I study in psychology in one of the classes. Like the intellect always tells me the truth, but the will can or cannot obey that intellect or the truth.
Well, the will presents things to the intellect for its consideration.
Okay.
And the intellect has to be trained also to recognize the truth and to love the truth. But St. Thomas teaches us that concupiscence is in the will.
So again, the will, the irade, will is irade, tells us, what's the will tells us?
The will is presenting to the intellect something that it says, this is good.
Okay, the will, الإرادة بتقلنا هالشي إنه بقدمه للذكاء عنا براسنا إنه هالشي منيح.
But then the intellect has to verify whether it's a true good or not.
ولكن الذكاء بده يتمحص ويطلع إذا هالشي منيح أو لا.
Yes, because we can fall prey to counterfeit goods.
Okay, فينا نتصرف بأشياء مزيفة أيام مفكرة إنه منيحة، مثل مثلا $100 بتكون مزيفة، مفكرة إنه منيحة بس منا بالحقيقة منيحة لنا. It's like I gave an example of $100. You know, somebody gave you a counterfeit, and you think it's okay, and
that's right.
It looks good.
Yeah, but it's false.
But it's false. It looks like a nice gift. Here you go. You know, and after it's like, what? I cannot use it for anything.
Right. It's a fake. You see?
It's a fake.
So, in this matter of same-sex attraction, what a lot of the work that I'm trying to do is to help people to understand where does this come from, why do they feel this way.
أنا وظيفتي إنه أحكي مع هالأشخاص هيدي تيعرفوا من وين هالشي جاي، من وين نابع هالشي هالشعور هيدا. Where does this feeling come from?
Exactly, and then if they act on it, is it really for their good?
وإذا تصرفوا بهالشي يا ترى هالشي مفيد لإلهم.
Okay, so that's why we have as we did before, we looked at what is to know what true good sexual intimacy is. That's our standard, as we have already discussed.
مشان هيك بنطلع على الحقيقة الصالحة. What's good for me? شو منيح لي.
And many people feel that because they have always felt like they were attracted to a person of the same sex, that they must have been made this way or born this way.
في كتير أشخاص بيفكروا لأنه عندهم هالرغبة لذات الجنس بيفكروا أنه هن انعملوا هالشيء، انعملوا فيهم هيك أو انصنعوا هيك أو ربنا خلقهم هيك.
But there is no medical or scientific